Welcome back to Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. This week I wanted to do my title page, and I did think I was going to put like all the prompts and things in, but I may do that as well. But I just thought I wanted to make a title page for my journal because I'm not having it on the cover. I thought I'd have it like on the inside as the first page, and my plan is I've got this gorgeous silky whatever it is fabric. You know me, I don't know what they are, and I've got this hoop which I'm gonna draw around. Well, I'm gonna draw in, because what I want to do, I've seen people do this. Now I may not have the right tools, I've only got a pencil, but you know, use what you got, guys. I'll pin it down. I know it's crooked, alright? I don't do perfection in any sense of the word. Life's too short, guys. Life's too short. Let's grab a needle with a big eye on it, because you know, it just makes life easier. And I'm just going to use 3 strands like normal. Seems to be my go-to, 3 strands round, just to attach the 2 pieces of fabric together. Now I can just about see my lines. I can't remember whether I go forwards or backwards now. I think it's forwards. Who knows? I've forgotten. I've forgotten, guys. Maybe we just do a split stitch. I know how to do those. You come up in the middle of the previous stitch. That might work. I'm only stitching this down as a base for my frame. So I'll be back when I've gone all the way round. So it's, look how neat I am at the back. I'm quite excited about how neat it's gone. What I want to do in the middle is write Winter Journal of Stitchery. Now, yeah, I've not done writing with embroidery before, so that's going to be different. But I am thinking, just to get it roughly right, I'm going to have to draw on my fabric. So I'm thinking Winter Journal of Stitchery, and do it sort of in that big bit there. So I'm going to have to lean it. So winter, W-I-N-T-E-R, so 6. So I don't want it too big because I want to do some flowers and things around the edge of here. So I'm just going to roughly write, I hope you can see this. I've put winter. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got winter, J-O-U-R-N-A-L, so that's 7, so slightly over. Journal of, I didn't count. I think that looks okay. So I've got Winter Journal of Stitchery. So that's my basis of my words. And then, as I say, I'm not going to draw anything else. That's it. So I'm going to use all these blues. So, you know, blues, not that, because that's just on there. But all the blues and cold sort of colours. So I thought that might look quite cool. So what stitch do we use, guys? What stitch do you use for writing? Right, I'm going to leave my W because I might do like a big fancy W if I've got enough room. So the first thing I'm going to do, is a French knot for my dot. And I think that's the easiest way to start. Oh, am I still really close? Do you want it really close? I think we can come out slightly. Okay, so we're going to start with the little French knot. And that's going to be the dot and our eye for winter. I've started. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I want to do like flourishes, but I don't think I'm that good yet doing them. So we're just going to go straight. I may have a little play with flourishes on the W's and the sort of, you know, the J and the S, maybe the Y, you know. So we're just going to go with plain stitching. Keeping it simple. I'm going to come up halfway up that. I'm going to do like a little split in between there. Hopefully get in between those stitches. And then I'm going to have to go really little. Really little. Hopefully you can see. Am I moving? Try to keep in frame. And I'm going to do like a back stitch. Hopefully it'll look something like an N. It may not. I'll know what it says. I will know. Right, does it look like anything like an N? Maybe. Let's see what the T can look like. So we'll go across first because that's the closest point to where I've just finished. This is why I did my little frame first, so I knew where I was going. And then we'll go up. And I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom like that. Then I'm going to come up like I did with the windows in the village. And I'm just going to come up and do a little stitch over that centre to hold them down. And I think that'll look pretty good. Now, do I want a tail on the bottom of my T? I'm not very good at curls. How can I do a curl? I don't know. I'll go up there. It might be a bit of a straight one. Let's have a little bit. I'll do a little bit here. As you can see, this is a bit of a struggle for me. It's very tiny. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, let's do our E. Don't worry, I'm not going to subject you to the whole lot. So I'm going to get a cup of tea. I'm going to do that. And then I'll be back. So there we go. I've done my stitching. Quite happy with that. I'm not altogether happy with my S, but I'm not unpicking it. So it's staying like that. Next, I don't know what sort of flowers to do. I've got this out. And I'm thinking about just copying some of these because they're like quite simple, just sticks. So that's my plan. And I'm going to have a look at some videos to see how they do sort of twining leaves around, because that's sort of what I want. But this isn't those. But I think these are quite wintry because they're like just branches. And I'm thinking I can have some coming up here, maybe. So that's next. I've just been practicing this stitch, the stem stitch, because, you know, still learning. So I've done a lazy daisy here. So I'm thinking I'm going to intersperse this with a few of these. And then I'm going to do some of my little stick stitches sort of coming up. Maybe. I don't know. I really should plan. So I've decided that this should really be green. I'm not going to try and teach you because you've probably all done this before. You're all much better than I am. And you always have your loop. This is what I've learned. You always have your loop on the outside. All you do is you leave a loop and then you come up behind it like this. I don't know if anybody knows how to do this. I'm sure we've done this at the beginning of the Journal of Stitchery. And down, leave a loop. Always leave your loop on the same side, apparently. I've learnt that bit. And it makes like a rope, which is sort of what I want. Oops. Very tricky to do this on camera. But as you can see, it's leaving a nice little edge. And I don't mind about the blue being there. I'm certainly not going to unpick it all. That's definitely not going to happen. I'm just going to go round the outside. With my loop. So I'm not going to sit and let you watch me do all that all the way round, because that will be really boring. So I'm just going to leave that for a minute, and we're going to do Lazy Daisy somewhere else, because I want to put my flowers on first. So I'm going to do one opposite. In fact, I might do one right here where that is, and then I can jump across it. So I'm doing it on the outside again. Excuse me, I need a cup of tea. And for Lazy Daisy, you just do this little loop thing. This is how I do mine. And then secure that down. Come back up in the centre. Oh, obviously, I'm going to fill in the centre with another colour. I've got two different sorts of yellows out. So I may fill in the centre, or I may do them different colours around the outside. Because, you know, it's quite a colourful book, this one. There we go. Sorry, turning it round and round. Just trying to keep my fingers out of the way so you can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm going to do like 6 of these to make... Keep that out of the way. The struggle is real. There we go. So, am I going to do 6? Yeah. So I'm just going to go off to an angle there. Don't want green. So this is all I'm going to do. So I'll be back. I don't know if I'm going to get this done before I have to put this video up. I'm hoping so, because obviously I haven't done much so far I haven't done anything. And they're going to announce the next prompt tomorrow, and I won't be ready because I'll still be doing this. But you know, that doesn't matter. I can catch up. So a big thank you, in case this is the last bit, to Sarah and Rachel again for this Journal of Stitchery project. Really pushing me this time. And my colour scheme has gone out the window. You know, the one I started with? I was going to do all the rich wintry colours. Yep, that has gone out the window. I'm not doing that now. And I don't really mind. I might fill this in with the other different one. Hang on. Oops. Yep, so pop over, see Rachel and Sarah's video. Oh, it'll be today, because it's Tuesday today, and it will be Wednesday when they bring out the new prompt. So well, that's a bit of a straight one. Never mind. It is what it is. Just tie it off. I'm nearly out of thread. So I will do a few more bits. I'll come back and show you how I've got on. And that's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna get rid of that little bit of string. Put my needles safely. I'm a nightmare with needles. Do you know what I do? I sort of just put them down and then I can't find them and then I panic. So with my stitch, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down and I'm going to come back up the other side of this flower like this. Not too close because I might put another petal in there yet in a different colour. And then I'm just going to carry on going round. And carrying on with my page. And I sat last night and watched TV and did some more stitching. As you can see, I put some leaves on, put some twirly bits of vine on. I want to do one more flower up here. And I've got an end there, but I think I'm going to make that go and join that one with some more of the rope. This is a bit weird, but you know. And all I've got to do on this one is a bit of turkey work in the centre. So this is my title page so far. Sat and done a little bit of stitching last night. And as you can see, I've got two different colours on there. They're very scruffy. There's no plan. This is the no plan title page. So I need to do some more petals on this one. And probably on this one. I don't know, I might leave that. But I want to put a yellow centre in here. So I'm just going to do a bit of, you know, that turkey stitch. Hopefully I am in frame. I always forget to zoom back out though. So, you know, all shout at me to zoom back out if I forget. So you just leave your little loop. And I'm not cutting them. Sometimes I cut them, but I quite like them all loopy today. I don't know why. You know, I'm in a loopy sort of day. It's sort of the next morning. I've had no sleep. I don't know why. Woke up sneezing and sniffling. I've had to take a hay fever tablet, although I'm not altogether sure it's hay fever because the rain has now come overnight again. We're paying for that lovely hot weather we had now. It's a little bit darker today. I hope the lighting is okay for you guys. And we're just going to get this centre done, and then I'm going to try and tackle some of those sort of stick flowers at the bottom. Really, I'm just practising. That'll probably be enough. There we go. I just like to practice my stitches. I'm still not fabulous on my lazy daisy stitches. Right, let's move that yellow out the way. So as you can see, just little loops in the middle. I have a different colour green, and I'm going to try and do, I think, I'm going to do the easy ones first. Now, I don't know what sort of stitch to do. I quite like this ropey stitch, so I might practice that some more. And I am just, double check again. I'm petrified of being out of frame and not letting you see what I'm actually doing, which is the whole point of the video. I'm going to do like the same stitch that I did around my loop, which is this stem stitch, because I've just learnt it, and if I keep practicing it will become second nature, hopefully. And it makes a nice straight line. You know, you do a stitch and then you forget how to do it. My memory is just really bad. Really, really bad. So I have to keep repeating things or I forget them. Anybody the same? I don't know what it is. Getting older, maybe. I don't think I had this issue before. Always keeping my loop to the same side. Makes a nice, it's a nice stitch. I do like this for making lines. I wish I knew it when I did that. But you know, should watch videos first. Have I done that wrong? I've come up, haven't I? I've done a whole loop. Oh, it's a silly Billy. Come on, out. Just rethread this a minute. Right. So I'm just going to make one long line here. So I hope everybody's all right today. I hope you've all got a lot of stitching done. If you are a stitcher, journal making, if you're a journal maker. Just had time in your craft room, because I know it always makes me feel better when I've had some crafting time. Oops, oops, oops. No knots. Thank you very much. And last night I just sat and put the TV on and stitched, and it was lovely. I just had a lovely little, you know, lovely little evening. Okay, right, let's try and do some. I know there's probably a good way to do this, but all I'm going to do is do a stitch to each side like this. And it looks like you have to be level. Now there is another stitch, I think, that does this, and I can't remember what it's called. What I'm going to do, I think, is look it up and then do it next. I might do it on the other side, because now I'm doing it, I seem to remember doing one of these on my sample pages. So I have to go back and re-watch Rachel's video. Or Sarah's. I think they both did it. Whichever one pops up. But I think the end result is pretty much the same. It's probably just a little bit more, excuse my voice, it's very early in the morning before work. And I think you end up with the same sort of end result with less work. I quite like them. I think they're quite wintry. It doesn't look unsimilar to this. Okay, I have gone back onto my, well, I've popped back where Rachel did the fly stitch demo, and I think I've got it. It might look better than that. I'm not taking it out, you know I'm not taking it out. So I think you do a stitch. I'm going to try it this side, see what looks best. My way, or the proper way. And then you come up near the top of that one and go back down. And then leave a loop like I did with the other one. And come up at the end of that stitch. Like that. I think this is how you do it. And it makes like this little weird leafy shape. Have I gone wrong? No, I'll make a stitch. Then I'll come up. That's it. I got it. I've had a bit of practicing. Sort of quite a cool stitch. Just come up at the bottom of that one. You just have to do an extra stitch, because I was doing it and there was like a gap. And I'm like, what's going wrong? So watch the video properly. Just do an extra big stitch. That sort of holds it down and gives you your stem for the next one. And you can put these really, really close together, I think. And like I'm doing, quite big ones. Come up. And then make a stitch. I'm going to sort of try and curl it round. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me practice. Basically, that's all I'm doing. Coming on and practicing my stitches with you. We've done a few different ones. That's sort of quite cool. It's definitely better than my version. I shall leave it in. I'm going to leave it on my page. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it will just show me the right way and the wrong way. What do you think? I think that looks really nice. So I'm going to do some sort of strands here. And I don't know what else I'm going to do on it. I've got a bit of a bobble going on here. But I think that's probably all for now. I'll carry on with this in my own time and finish it off. And obviously we'll be doing a flip through right at the end and you can see them all finished and in my book, which I still haven't done. But today is prompt day, so I want to get this video up so you can see where I've got to. And I will see you all soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.